ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בדברו. What started out a couple of weeks ago as a drama in Israel. 3 boys were kidnapped. Gilad Shar, 16 years of age. Eyal Yifrach, 19 years of age. Naftali Frankel, 16. What started out as a terrible drama, unfortunately, had a tragic ending. The bodies were found several days ago, hidden, but were found. They had been assassinated with bullets before. Who knows if they were tortured or what? And at this moment, I think the first thing we have to do is express our condolence. Heartfelt condolence to the parents, to the brothers and sisters, to all the members of the family. But I think that in this case, our words of condolence have to go to the entire people of the state of Israel, including many Arabs that live in the state of Israel. Because I think there hasn't been an event that united the Jewish people in Israel as much as this tragic event. The cold-blooded assassination of 3 young people that had a world to live for, that had many dreams, surely. And unfortunately, they were all darkened with a bullet that each one of them received. But I think it didn't only reverberate in the state of Israel. Jewish communities throughout the world and many nations identified with the horror of this crime. How is it possible that you kill 3 innocent young people who are studying? That's all they're doing. How is it possible that you do that in cold blood? They didn't do anything to you. Of course, it makes us think about the Second World War, the Holocaust. What did the Jews in Europe do? And yet they were burned, they were gassed, they were annihilated. 1/3 of our people was killed during the Second World War. So this event, if those that perpetrated thought is going to cause malady in the Jewish people, it'll cause fear. To the contrary, it has made the resolve of the Jewish people that much more, that stronger. Many a times I thought to myself, do we believe in a world to come? Of course we do. A spiritual world. A world where eventually there will only be good things. Do we believe in a Messiah and a Mashiach? Of course we do. We pray for him also. We say even though he tarries, we hope that he comes soon. Yet when one peruses the Torah, where do you find a mention of a world to come in the Torah? Where do you find a mention of Messiahs, of the Mashiach in the Torah? There is no mention. Maybe because the Torah wanted us to emphasize this world. Your job is to live morally in this world. Let God worry about another world. Let God worry about a Mashiach, when a Messiah has to be sent to this world, when there'll be messianic times, when the lion and the lamb will lie together and no one will fight against each other, there will only be peace. Let God worry about these things. We have to worry about this world. You have to worry about leading a moral and ethical life every day that you're in this world. There are those that tell you something else. They believe in a world to come that will be 10 times better with physical pleasures and whatnot, with virgins and who knows. And they tell a young man, go ahead and kill. If you die, it doesn't matter. You're entering into a better world. Those are 2 different outlooks on life. One ours that emphasizes this world, this is what you have to do, and let God worry about the next world. And another one that is constantly thinking of end of days, that is constantly thinking of a better world that they can't find in this world. And I say to myself, these are maybe irreconcilable views. Are they? I don't know. But we have to take account of it. We have to interiorize that these are two different ways of looking at the world. And we are different, and we should, under no condition, change our ways. I am sure that there are those who are saying already, if not in the future, in the next few months, you will hear many saying, actually, it is the fault of these young people. They had no business being there. They had no business hitching a ride. They had no business to be in the occupied territories. They will say that they are actually at fault. They're inciting violence by their mere presence. That was an argument used during the Holocaust also. Eventually, the victims started thinking they must have done something wrong. How is it possible that another human being should kill you in cold blood, should convert your body into ashes, should gas you alive? How is that possible? It's not possible. There's something wrong that you have done. So I think we must maintain ourselves firm. We have to re-emphasize every day that we have every right to be in the state of Israel, in the promised land, the land of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. There was always a presence of Jews in the land of Israel. What is the most important city? Not from a religious point of view, from a commercial, from a social, from a cultural point of view. Maybe it's Tel Aviv in Israel. Tel Aviv and Jerusalem vie each other constantly for being the center of attention. Tel Aviv didn't exist in the beginning of the 20th century. There were just some dunes of sand and earth. And some visionaries saw and said, here is where we're going to build a city. So when we are being challenged about our right to stay in the state of Israel, it's not only Tel Aviv, which is new, it'll also be Haifa, it'll be Jerusalem. So we must reaffirm every day our right to the state of Israel. And I think that the insistence in the recognition of Israel as a Jewish state is very important. It is at the heart of the problem, really. Take a look at a textbook in Palestinian schools. It has been documented. Hate against Jews. How can a mother say, who her son has just been killed, say, I wish I had another son to give, that he should also take his life in order to destroy Jews? I think that we must take into mind very clearly that as long as venom is being taught young people, how can you possibly speak of peace? How can you speak of understanding with another people? I think you first have to change what you are teaching your own children. And until this is done, peace will be something very remote. We think that every problem has a solution. Israel and the Palestinians, there should be a solution. Why not? We think that every illness has to have a cure. Unfortunately, there are things that cannot be resolved, and you have to learn to live with the situation. I am afraid that in the case of the Israelis and Palestinians, we will simply have to learn, for the time being anyway, and the time being is a number of years, learn to live with the situation and maintain ourselves firm in our right to the land of Israel, and remember that the cohesion, the unity of the Jewish people is the best answer we can give against any act of terror.